On the UNT campus, a group marches for Palestine.
Our radar shows bad weather for North Texas could be on the way.
Tomorrow is University Day, and I have a sneak peek.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV Nightly News.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us on ntTV Nightly News. I'm Maddie Holston.
And I'm Edison Stewart. Nearly 300 tornado warnings across 15 states left a trail of death and massive destruction. Dozens of funnels slammed into whole towns, wiping them completely off the map. At least 6 people died in the storms that hit with little warning. Many of the storms hit in the middle of the night. The National Weather Service says this is one of the busiest tornado seasons in history, with nearly 1,000 tornado warnings issued so far in 2025. And the worry is that the Trump administration has cut so many jobs from the National Weather Service that some of the key offices are critically understaffed. Tornado season is approaching its peak here in North Texas, and if you are enrolled in our campus's Eagle Alerts, you may have noticed your phone blowing up lately with notifications regarding safety precautions.
Every year, the Lone Star State averages about 137 tornadoes, making it the state with the highest number of tornadoes in the U.S. To get a quick look on if we should be expecting one is ntTV weather anchor Kayla Bumpus. Kayla? Now, as we get ready for another round of rain, let's see what last night and this morning brought us. First, let's take a look at our weather. Right now, it is 60 degrees, cooling down, feeling a little bit chillier at 58 with wind speeds at 10 miles per hour. We are seeing some clouds, which will linger to tomorrow. It's going to be 58, feeling a little bit chillier at 56 with wind speeds at 9 miles per hour. Now, tomorrow, it's going to cool down to 57, feeling like 55, wind speeds reaching back to 10 miles per hour, and there is a chance of rain. So be sure to prepare for that. Now, as we get ready for this rain, let's see what my colleague Alexandria Teeters is in the neighborhood just a few blocks away from campus. Alex, what do you see out there?
Thanks, Kayla. I'm honestly just seeing a lot of puddles out here. Now, like you said, we can expect rain here for the next couple of days, but we can also expect showers throughout the spring season here in Denton. Unfortunately for Denton residents, that just means a setback for the massive amount of construction projects in progress. And though it doesn't feel like it, Denton has actually gotten less rain than usual this year. By this time of year, Denton usually gets an average of 8 inches of rain, and we've only gotten to 6.5. We can expect April to get us caught up with an average of about 3.25 inches of rainfall. In the past 24 hours alone, Denton has accumulated about ½ an inch of rain. So it's not quite time to put away those raincoats yet. You might need one for your walk to class. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Alex. Stay dry out there. During a break in the weather about midday, a group of pro-Palestinian demonstrators rallied in front of the UNT administration building. They began on the Library Mall and marched to the front of the administration building. About 100 people were at the gathering, and speakers called on UNT to divest the school's investments in companies with business ties to military contractors. There were no counter demonstrations, and the march was peaceful. ntTV has reached out to the university administration for comment.
In Washington and across the nation today, reactions to those new tariffs from President Trump. The estimates are that they will cost the average American household $2,100 per year. This is according to the Nonpartisan Tax Foundation Group. Now, America's average import tax will jump to 19% just this year. This will be the highest rate since 1933. CNN Amy's Kylie has more.
President Donald Trump is imposing a 10% tariff on imports from all countries, plus higher rates for Cambodia, Vietnam, China, the European Union, and more. Here are 5 ways experts say Americans might feel the impact. 1, higher prices.
It's thousands of dollars. We're talking at least 2% of the median household income that this will cost American households.
Most economists predict U.S. businesses that pay the tariffs will pass on some or all of the costs to consumers. The Trump administration downplays that.
The businesses don't have to pass them on, or the producers in the other countries can eat the tariffs.
2, an economic slowdown.
What you're seeing here is a potential haircut to GDP for 2025 of about 3%.
JP Morgan predicts a global recession if Trump maintains his tariffs. Economists say a 1930 trade war deepened the Great Depression.
We know what happened in 1929, 1930 in the crash.
Trump supporters note other countries don't have to retaliate.
They're going to bring their tariffs down because they need the U.S. to be active trading partners.
3, blows to retirement funds if the stock market doesn't fully rebound. 4, high interest rates if the Federal Reserve sees too much inflation. And 5, growth for some domestic manufacturers. Economists say they're the biggest winners under Trump's tariffs.
We have to save the people in the industries of the United States.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And on to one more political note. The deadline to register to vote in Texas for the May 3rd uniform elections is today. Votes will decide on municipal races, bond propositions, and other local issues. To check your registration status or register, visit votetexas.gov. Applications must be submitted to your county election office at least 30 days before Election Day. Early voting runs from April 22nd through April 29th, and Election Day is Saturday, May 3rd. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Coming up, a backstage look at the choreography of UNT's musical show, Cabaret.
And the community is banding together to keep beautiful Denton green.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3. Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
Hey you! Yeah, you. Tax day is right around the corner, and the IRS has free resources to help you. Just visit their website or contact our volunteer income tax program at 800-906-9887. You don't want the IRS knocking at your door. Whew, I guess it's too late for you. Pay now or pay later with interest. File your taxes.
UNT loves a celebration, and a big one coming up tomorrow is University Day, which was first held back in 1961, marking the day that North Texas State College became North Texas University. Our live shot reporter, Evanson Frank Love, has a preview of the celebration. Evanson?
Thanks, Maddie. UNT has gone through various changes since being established in 1890. I'm standing in front of a panorama of UNT's most successful alumni, starting with Benji Brooks, who was Texas's first female pediatric surgeon, all the way to Dr. Phil. UNT has been a part of history for decades. Well, UNT alumni, families, and students, tomorrow is University Day, a day to celebrate the day we became a full-fledged university. To honor this, the Library Mall will be hosting a party tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event includes food vendors, student organizations, and departments. Make sure to bring your UNT IDs because there is free food. Now that's my type of party. If it rains, the celebration will head inside and take place in Union 314 and 333. If you're at the Frisco or Discovery campus, don't worry. Events will be held at CG 130 and Frisco Room 130. You will definitely be seeing me there tomorrow, but for today, I will be sending it back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Evanson. Now, I don't know about y'all watching the show, but sometimes I just get the urge to dance. And now to see if I'm gonna do something about it is ntTV Riley's Oldenburg in the studio with more.
That's right, guys. Right here in this building, you can laugh, cry, and learn a little bit of history, all while watching UNT Theater Department's musical, Cabaret.
We're here at the rehearsals of Cabaret, where UNT students are bringing history to life. The Performing Arts Building, located off of Union Circle, is filled with students dedicated to perfecting their craft. Cabaret is set in 1930s Berlin during the Jazz Age when the Nazis rose to power, showcasing the political conflicts at this time.
Fosse inspired a lot of the choreography just because he did the original choreography for Cabaret. I think there's definitely some other elements thrown in there. Our choreographer, Raina, definitely has her own style as well as just musical theater.
The show takes elements of jazz, contemporary, and musical theater.
I feel like I've grown as a dancer just with my retention and my leadership role. Being put in this role means I have to learn the choreography, be able to explain it, and teach it if people are not understanding.
Dance is a vital part of any musical production, bringing emotion and storytelling to another level.
I think that in order to create something fun on stage, you have to have fun, and in turn the audience is going to have fun as well.
In comparison, I think this is probably the widest range I've done in one show as far as style and what's been demanded of me physically.
You can buy tickets through the Dance and Theater website or at the UNT box office to see Cabaret April 10th through the 13th.
Cabaret has it all: singing, dancing, and great acting. A great time all here on campus. See you at the theater. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Riley. Maybe staying inside and catching a show is just the thing to do this weekend.
You know you might be right, Maddie. And to tell us more on if we should venture out this week or stay in is our weather anchor, Kayla Bumpus. Kayla.
This weekend might be the perfect time to take a little staycation because it really is cooling down here in North Texas. Not quite feeling like spring just yet. As you can see in North Texas and Denton, it is 60 degrees. It's 57 in Paris and 58 in Decatur. Down in Fort Worth, it is 61. Across the state, it's not too similar actually. We're seeing some warmer areas. 89 in Austin, 81 in Houston, and 86 in Shreveport. A little bit jealous of them right now. 57 in Abilene as well as Amarillo. And let's take a look at this week's forecast. As we can see, it is definitely cooling down and we can expect some rain and clouds for the next couple days. Tomorrow, a high of 63 and a low of 49. That rain is continued to Saturday, a high of 54 and a low of 38. Sunday, we should just expect some clouds with a high of 52 and a low of 33. Monday, we will get to enjoy that sun for the remainder of the week, a high of 69 and a low of 41. Tuesday, a high of 76, a low of 50. Wednesday, a high of 80, a low of 55. And Thursday, a high of 82 and a low of 53. Now, we have been seeing lots of storms, and while we are dealing with spring storm season and all that goes with it, we have to be aware of upcoming hurricane season. Forecasters are already saying it's going to be an active one, more storms than usual. They are predicting as many as 17 named storms, with at least 4 becoming major hurricanes. The hurricane season peaks in August, but is still active until November. Now, that really is all for weather. Back to you at the desk. Thanks, Kayla. While the weather has been gloomy these past few days, that didn't stop volunteers from showing up for Keep Denton Beautiful's annual cleanup. Segment anchor Isabel Smith is in the studio with more. Isabel?
Thanks, Maddie. The Great American Cleanup, hosted by the Keep Denton Beautiful organization, has drawn over 1,000 volunteers every year to pick up over 5 tons of trash across the Denton area. ntTV's Amanda Villatoro has more.
Did you wake up today and notice Denton looking a little cleaner? Well, that's no coincidence. Over the weekend, Keep Denton Beautiful held its annual Great American Cleanup, where volunteers came together to keep our community in top shape.
So today we're directing traffic for people who are out in the fields in the Denton community cleaning up trash. We're here directing traffic, directing them to where they drop off their trash, and we're here standing with big dumpsters. We have recycling bins as well, so we're just making sure that the trash that they collect goes where it needs to go.
We were there picking up the trash. It was kind of crazy because you see people like partake in making the trash, but you don't really see the after of picking it up. So being able to pick it up, it really makes you more conscious of when you're in that moment just dumping something out.
The cleaning is done and the fun has officially begun. There is live music, food, vendors, and more celebrating all of the hard work from the volunteers today.
As you guys are enjoying yourselves, make sure y'all check out all the amenities that we have here for you guys.
I was really looking forward to the food. I was really interested to see like what they were gonna bring and what they were gonna have. I was also kind of interested. They said they were gonna have like different activities and events. So I was like, I wonder what they got.
I think events like this are important for the Denton community. One, because this is our home, so we do want to make sure that our home is nice and clean for the people that live here, as well as the people who come and visit.
Like, being that this is where we live, we should be able to give back or help out wherever we can, just because we live here, just to keep it clean and everything like that. So
Denton is looking better than ever, and it's all thanks to a community that truly cares. With ntTV, I'm Amanda Villatoro.
If you want ways to get involved in the local Denton community, there are several volunteer opportunities posted on the City of Denton's website. That's all from me. Now, back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Isabel. Coming up, Denton adds another music and art festival to its calendar. We have the scoop.
Also, a former president makes a grand appearance via photobomb. Stay with us.
Looking to open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DATQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DATQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DATQ's online banking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.datq.org to learn more. DATQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
Denton's arts and music scene was on full display at Amplify, a local art and music gathering. Our segment anchor Angelique Black has more on this inaugural festival. Angelique.
Thanks, Edison. Denton is known for its rich arts and music culture, and recent events brought the community together to celebrate just that. Amplify, hosted by the Denton Music and Arts Collective and the Greater Denton Arts Council, showcased local musicians, artists, and more.
Well, hear that train a coming, it's rolling around there. I ain't seen sunshine.
Denton's music scene is alive and thriving, and at the heart of it all, two powerhouse nonprofits, the Denton Music and Arts Collective and the Greater Denton Arts Council. Their mission? Supporting local artists, preserving Denton's rich musical heritage, and bringing the community together through creativity.
I wanted to draw out as many different types of people that live in Denton as possible, because I wanted more people in the community outside of just people who are into music or art to just be aware of what a wonderful creative community we have and how diverse it is.
This Amplify, a celebration of sound, art, and culture. 2 stages, inside and out, packed with incredible talent. Inside, you'll catch Fingerprints, Cassandra Berry, and Ray's Right Men. each bringing their own unforgettable sound. And outside, get ready for a Honey Saxon, Isaac Hoskin, and Helium Queens to rock the stage. But that's not all. Amplify isn't just about music. It's full-on arts experience. From a musical themed puppet show to local artists showcasing their work, and even raffle prizes featuring Denton's best food, drinks, and experience.
Amplify Denton, we're trying to amplify artists in Denton, between music and, art itself. We decided to step up and help out in any way we can. So we were like, let's get a lot of local artists out here, and we're just one of them.
So whether you're here to discover new sounds, support local talent, or just soak in creative energy, Amplify is the place to be.
A great turnout for a great cause, and with its success, we can likely expect even more in the future. That's all I have for you. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Angelique. Monday was just another day in Washington, D.C. until one family's photo shoot turned into a presidential cameo. While posing among the cherry blossoms, these kids got the surprise of a lifetime, a photobomb courtesy of former President Barack Obama. The mother shared the snap online where it went viral. Obama even commented and apologized for interrupting, but it's safe to say no apology was needed.
Now, Maddie, something I might want to photobomb is that game-winning team picture from the Mavericks.
Yeah, well, that's the first win for the Mavericks in a while, so I'd like a picture of that too. More with sports is Adam C. Adam?
That's right, Maddie. The Mavericks picked up a crucial win last night. The NFL has a historic new contract, and the Final Four is making its return to Texas. I'll have more after the break.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
Are you looking for a fun club with travel opportunities? Dive into the UNT Swim Club. Practicing Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Pole Recreation Center. We accept members at any skill level. For more information, reach out to us at unt.swimclub on Instagram.
I use Flex to buy my favorite snacks.
I use Flex to get me through my mornings.
I use Flex at my favorite campus restaurants. I love how Flex is a cashless payment method and can be used at all campus dining venues.
So, how do you use Flex?
Earlier today, the Arizona Cardinals made NFL history by giving Trey McBride the largest contract for a tight end in the history of the league. Being one of the most underrated players in the NFL, McBride is finally receiving well-deserved recognition in the form of a 4-year, $76 million contract that features $19 million a year, along with $43 million guaranteed. And speaking of cash, last night the Mavericks were absolutely money for UNT night versus the Hawks. Despite being behind for nearly 3/4 of the contest, star forward Anthony Davis would drive with force, sinking a clutch runner to put the Mavericks up 120 to 118, where they would seal the game for good. Davis finished the match with 36 points, 15 rebounds, 5 blocks, which is the 6th time in his career with 35, 15, and 5. And with this win, the Mavericks are now 3 games ahead of the 11th seed Suns, which means we could see the team in playoff action. And for the first time since 2018, the Final Four is making its triumphant return to the Alamo Dome. CNN reporter RJ Marquez got some insight on how the city of San Antonio is preparing for the event. Take a look.
Earlier today, the San Antonio Local Organizing Committee spoke about everything that fans and spectators should know before you make plans to head downtown. Now, obviously, the weather is going to be a big part in this, and earlier today, we learned that these concerts and outdoor events will go on, rain or shine. Now, we also learned that umbrellas will be allowed both inside the Alamo Dome and all the outdoor events, but of course, they will be checked along with those clear bags. That clear bag policy is in place for every single event related to the Final Four. Now, Elena Wells with SALOC tells us that people are expected to start attending these music events very early in the morning.
So there will be public safety out throughout the evening. They do allow for the music festival people to start lining up at 7 a.m. Each day, so you can do that. That will be kind of around the base of the tower is where that entrance is.
Another major topic today, of course, was security for an event of this size. Now, SAPD Police Chief William McManus told us that they will have extra security on hand 24 hours a day, but said that they have been working locally with other law enforcement officials for more than a year to prepare for this event.
We had a tabletop not even a month ago. There were nearly 200 folks who were attending that tabletop, and I said earlier it was at the convention. Actually, it was at the Alamo Dome, and there were nearly 200 folks in attendance to that participating, most of them law enforcement officers.
So more than 100,000 visitors expected to be in the Alamo City for the Final Four, and that's on top of just the local residents that are also going to be engaging and celebrating in all the activities here. City Manager Eric Walsh spoke about some of the construction concerns and walkways that people need to know about.
Yeah, we've done some pedestrian improvements to make sure that it facilitates the movement of folks, and if you drive by there, it looks a lot different, and I don't anticipate having any issues in those areas.
With all Final Four teams being the 1 seed for the first time since 2008, it's looking to be a blockbuster weekend in San Antonio. But that's all I have for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Adam. Now, Maddie, a flock of noisy roosters in Manhattan are leaving neighbors clucking furious.
That is right. Jeremy Roth from CNN has more information on this brood of chickens who seem to be ruffling some feathers.
Have a flock of bizarre and or bold bird stories, and first in the pecking order, noisy New York City roosters ruffling feathers in the hood. Residents in the Upper Manhattan neighborhood of Inwood are crying foul, saying a flock of urban roosters have been a noisy nuisance for far too long.
It's been over 9 months, non-stop noise, day and night.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, cluck, cluck, cluck.
Some are fed up and want to know what the city is doing about all the cock-a-doodle-doing.
I have at least 18 reports that I have filed.
The city says it has issued a summons and is working on a solution with the owner, but while the rooster ruckus has some crowing loudly, others say you don't like it, move.
This is the hood. If you want a better, quiet apartment, go somewhere else.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Now, Edison, what do chickens order at a Chinese restaurant?
What?
Egg rolls.
Wow. I really should have lowered my expectations for that joke. Thank you for watching on ntTV Nightly News.
Join us again next week here on North Texas Television.